All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. Come on a little closer. Come on in. Don't be scared.
Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. Today we're diving into the madness that is the Pop the Balloon show. If you haven't seen it, let me just say this show is the perfect example of why the 80-90 rule is real. And if you don't know what the 80-90 rule is, don't worry, we'll get into it.
Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
Damn. Okay.
It's where 80 to 90% of women are going for the top 10 to 20% of men. We've seen this everywhere, but this show, it takes it to another level. We're diving into episode 23 of the show, so let's break it down. Now it's time for us to get into this and do what we gotta do. Because we many.
Okay, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
I'm Kendall.
Kendall?
Yes.
And Kendall, how old are you?
So here's what's fascinating. Most of the guys on this show got popped without saying a single word. Not one. The minute they walked out, balloons were popping left and right. And it wasn't because of their personality. Oh no. It was based purely on first impressions. What does that tell you? It tells you what we've known all along. Modern dating, especially for women, is all about appearances. It's not about what's on the inside. It's all about that surface level attraction. You either fit the...
Although, I agree with that. But that's true, right? First impression. That's how we attract or are attracted to someone, right? If I don't like you, if I don't find you cute, fit, feminine, I will not even talk to you, right? It's only after that we can start to talk, dive in, your values, morals, you know what I mean? But first impression count, and this is a dating show. Of course, if these women are not attracted to you, they are going to pop the balloon. I'm going to do that as well in real life. So, you know, it's crazy to go against women and say, I'm not pandering to a woman, I don't care. I'm married, I'm just saying. It's crazy to say women are popping their balloon just because of physical attraction and they don't care if the man is intelligent, this and that. But that's the same in real life. When you go to the club, when you go outside, if you're not attracted to someone, you are not going to approach that person, right? Easy. My wife, I was attracted to my wife, so I went to talk to her. She was attracted to me, she came and we talked. If it wasn't the case, well, I would have not approached that woman in the first place. So we need to stop saying that, yeah, women are popping their balloon because they don't. Men do that in the same show. Every freaking day. We saw that in the outlet Pop the Balloon show. When a heavy-set woman came in, all the men popped the balloon. When a woman with a lot of tattoo came in, men pop the balloon. That's it. It's preference. So I agree with that. And it's a dating show. You are not going to find love in those shows, right? Let's be clear right there. And they're right. First step, attraction. If that's the case, we are going to match later. And then we are going to date and see if we match with all the things. If not, go your way or go my way. That's it. Let's keep pushing, guys.
Or you don't. These dudes got dismissed based on their height, clothing, and even their shoes. Yeah, you heard me right. Shoes.
What's wrong with the fit?
I say like the shoes. I don't like the shoes. And the shirt, I don't like, yeah.
And this is where the 80-90 rule kicks in, guys. These women are only interested in the top percentage of men. You had two guys, both over 6 feet tall, get popped because apparently they were too short. Now tell me that ain't crazy. Shaking my head. These dudes are over 6 feet and they're getting called short. Meanwhile, the average height for men is 5'9". But that's not enough for these women. If you're not well over 6 feet, you're already getting dismissed.
And I pop because basically the height. I like my men a little taller than me. So
Okay,
taller than me completely. I want to be looking up to you.
how tall are you?
5'11".
Okay.
So yeah.
How tall do you think I am?
I think you're probably about my height. 5'11", maybe.
Nah,
No, he's definitely like 6'3".
for sure.
Wait,
Sure.
6'3"?
For sure.
Okay, well.
This one, I agree with that. Because she's tall, right? But she put up on a wheel. So that's insane. Comparing yourself with a 6'3" guys and you put up on a wheel? No. I'm 6 foot. I'm 6 foot, 6'1", something like that. But that's insane. But at the same time, that's the real life. You know what I mean? That's the real life. And there's nothing wrong about that. You know, we all have preferences. I love fit, skinny, tall woman. Shorter than me, but tall. Okay, my wife is tall, fit. I like that type of body, you know? And I'm pretty much skinny. I'm fit skinny. And there's women that say, hey, you're cute, but you're skinny. Okay, it's a preference, right? We cannot blame women for that. And we cannot blame men for that either. You know what I mean? But the problem is that these shows the worst in dating scene, you know? And at the same time, we cannot complain. When I say we, I'm not talking about me. I'm married, so I'm out of the dating world, dating market world. I'm out. But you guys cannot complain about things, men and women, when you choose those things. For example, you have a lot of men talking about, yeah, women are 3 or 4s nowadays. Women behave like that. Women dress like that. And I get it. And I agree with you. You know? My wife don't behave like that. Don't dress like that. Because I choose someone like that. That's why I'm not complaining. But you guys go after those type of women and then you start complaining. I don't get it. That's insane. What are you complaining? You choose that woman. And it's the same for the women. You choose the toxic guys. Just because he's tall, he's fit, 6-pack, 6-figure, you know? And then you complain. No, you choose that guy. You chose that guy. So you cannot complain about that. If you go after toxic men, you cannot complain about their behavior. And then put all men together. Men ain't ish, men ain't... No, you choose. You chose the bad ones. And that's the problem nowadays. Men and women, you guys are complaining too much. Choose better. Choose better, and you'll see the outcome will be different. And I think you guys forget we just have one life. We don't have 2 shots, 3, 4, just one shot, one life. Find the best person for you and start your life. You guys live like the sun's gonna keep, rising each day. Yeah, the sun, but you know. So live your life. Be intentional with everything you do. When you choose someone. And I'm telling you, society is gonna be better. Because we need stable couples, stable families, people being married, having kids after being married, and raising those kids. You will see the society is going to be better. And hey, let's keep pushing, guys.
Yeah,
Sure.
but still, I like them just a little taller.
Sure.
Oh, and get this. Multiple women dismissed guys because they looked like their cousins. Like really, what kind of excuse is that? It just goes to show you, when women aren't feeling a guy, they'll find any reason to dismiss him.
I popped my balloon because you kind of look like my cousin.
I
I'm so
get it.
sorry.
And I popped my balloon because, like she said, because I'm Haitian and you look a lot like my relative.
But here's where it gets even more interesting. The tallest woman in the room was picky as hell. And I mean picky. But guess what? She was considered unattractive by most of the men because of her height. Isn't that ironic? The same thing that makes her picky about men is the same thing that's turning men off from her.
All right, so why did we end up popping her balloon?
Just not really my type for real.
Okay.
You feel me? That's really it though.
Yeah. So what makes her not really your usual type?
She's a little more on the taller side. That's all.
Thing.
Then now is Renee someone that you type?
Unfortunately, no. I like my women a little bit petite, smaller, but you're very beautiful yourself. So.
Thank you.
And then we have one of the only 2 matches made on the show. A single mom who's also a stripper actually asked for her balloon back after hearing what one of the guys had to say.
My name is Tiffany and I'm 26 and I initially popped it because of the outfit, but now that I get close to you and I heard what you say, I want my balloon back.
She's a gold digger. If you go back and watch the full episode, like I said, preferences, attraction, first impression. She said, no, I don't like that guy. But then he said, I had this, I had that house by the lake. I like to be there, nature, by the lake, reading, painting, doing all the stuff. She said, what? My boy is rich? Give him my balloon back. That's insane. That's insane. And the problem is that she is a single mom. And my boy said nothing. He said, yeah, I want to date you. Let's go. And it was a match. That's insane. My boy is rich, childless, young. I mean, it's a dating show. I'm not sure their relationship is going to work and they're going to marry you, stuff like that. I'm not sure about that, and I don't think so. But just the idea of being rich, even not being rich, just being childless, doing your life, doing you, having a good life for yourself. and having the idea of dating a single mom, and I think she has 1 or 2 kids. I don't remember. But that's insane. You know what I mean? That's insane. Because the only way you can date a single mom is if you came from a single parent household, and mostly a single mom household, right? I grew up in 2-parent household. I can never ever in my life bring a single mom to my parents' house. My father will off me. My mother will bring me to the life and off me again. You know what I mean? You cannot do that. That's embarrassing. That's nasty. The family, everybody's gonna talk about that. You see, most of the time, when you see the behavior of someone, you can tell if that person is from single mom household or single father household or 2-parent household. And we know for a fact that single father household do just as fine as 2-parent household. That's a fact. In every culture, every race, single mom household do poorly. And in every race, every culture, the most people in prison, robbing, stealing, offing people are those who came from a single mom household. Because we know the father is a discipliner. With the boundaries. Don't do this, don't do that. And the mom, it's a nurturing, soft. And we love that. We love that. We love our women the way they are. We love that softness. But you need to have that yin-yang, the father and the mother, the softness and the the authority. When you have that in the household, you're mostly gonna have kids doing better in life. I'm not saying that there's no bad apple out there coming from 2-parent household, but the majority of the bad apple out there all came from a single mom household. That's the reason you don't date single moms. You don't date single moms because you're disrespecting your family, your parents' name. You see? But if you already have kids, you can date a single mom. You see? You guys can mingle with 2 families, it's okay. But if you're childless, you cannot date a single mom. As a man, you don't do that. Just don't do that. You dig? Let's keep pushing, guys.
Now let me remind you, she's a stripper, had a 2-year-old kid at home, and this guy still ended up being interested after hearing her story. I'm sensing the Sim22 master in this one.
Word. Okay, okay. Do you like to dance?
Yes, I love to dance. I'm a dancer. I'm an exotic
I've dated
dancer.
a lot of dancers.
Really?
Yeah, I've dated a lot of dancers. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have no problem with that.
I think I'm good with a young lady right there.
Come on, Tiffany. Come
That's insane. That's insane. You cannot do that. He said, I dated a lot of dancer. Bro, she's a stripper. 2 years old kid? Is it 2 months or 2 years old kid? I don't recall that. But the kid is very, very young. And the stripper? Well, he was raised by a single mom, I'm sure. I cannot even imagine my mom. Yeah, hey dad, hey mom, this is my new girl. She's a stripper and she has a 2-year-old kid. That's insane. My father would be like, and we leave, my mom will be like, son, can I talk to you? We don't want that. Say that we have something to do, just leave, and don't bring that kind of woman in your parents' house, okay? That's the last time. We don't want that. That's it. You see, that's when you come from a two-parents house, family with boundaries, morals, values. You know you cannot do that. You cannot even date women like that. I'm not saying you can, do stuff with women like that. I'm saying dating seriously women like that, you don't do that. So, let's keep pushing, guys.
Now let's break this down. Two men didn't get popped at all during first impressions. They sailed through. What do they have in common? Height. Both way above average. And they weren't just tall, they were good looking too. Here's the kicker. One of these guys was bald, but for him, being bald wasn't a problem because the rest of his features overpowered that little deal breaker.
Okay, and Kay, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
He just wasn't ugly. I like what he was talking about. Yeah.
Okay, nice. So
now another guy in the same episode got popped because he was bald. You see where I'm going with this? Looks will override a lot of deal breakers, and it proves that women are making decisions purely on appearance.
in age and why you ended up popping.
I'm Ish, I'm 28, and you have a very handsome face. Bald is not really my thing. I think
I can't even control it.
I know.
This pattern is why the 80-90 rule is so real. The majority of men, especially those who are average in looks or height, are getting dismissed purely based on superficial qualities. Meanwhile, women are holding out for the top 10 to 20% of men, the Chads and Tyrones who fit their hypergamous desires. Here's where it gets even crazier. This problem is amplified in the black community. Black women in particular are outnumbering black men. They are considered the least attractive in mainstream dating, and they already have the lowest marriage rates. So if these women are applying this 80-90 rule in their dating lives, they're pretty much cooked. The pool of eligible men just keeps shrinking.
Ended up getting our lady.
It's all these things about black women being having the least marriage rate. It's only the community. You know what I mean? Because being raised in single mom household has an impact on you. You don't know how to behave in front of a man. You don't know how to treat a man. You don't know how to talk to a man. You just don't know how to behave. And since you never had boundaries and stuff like that, when you go out, you start doing stupid shit. Excuse my French, and I'm French. Right? That's the only reason why the low rate marriage. Because if you don't have something, and when you have something, you don't know how to behave, having the same thing. That's why most of the time when poor people get rich fast, they return poor fast because they don't know how to deal with money. You know what I mean? And it's the same when you don't know what is a man, how to treat a man, how to behave towards a man. You just end up doing stupid things and end up alone and single, and nobody wants to date you seriously. But if those black women had fathers in their lives, family structure, boundaries. You cannot do that. You need to listen to the man. You need to behave like that. You will see all these black women will be married at a higher rate. It's very simple. It's very simple. You don't see black people in Africa having a higher rate of baby mamas. You don't see black people in Europe having a higher rate of baby mama. You don't see that. You don't see that in black people in Asia, in black people, amongst black people in Middle East. In Caribbean and Latino American, it's different a little bit. But in Africa and in Europe, you don't have that. Why? Because most of us, the majority, we grew up in two-parent household. And we have structures, boundaries. You cannot do that. We have traditions, right? My background, my African background, the tradition is that if you impregnate a woman out of wedlock, you're cooked. Let's say you have a sister and she gets pregnant out of the wedlock. My father will take my sister and bring her to the family of the man that impregnated her. And my father will say to his father, your son impregnated my daughter, you need to clean our name. So you're gonna do everything to pay the dowry and you're gonna marry my daughter. And now you're gonna take care of my daughter and she's gonna stay in your house. And they gladly they will do that because it's a culture, it's a tradition. And they will take care of my sister fantastically, like a princess. Because we have a culture, tradition. And since nobody wants to be stuck with someone that you don't like, guess what? We use condom. And women are on pills. And when they get married, they have kids. You see, marriage is different amongst every group of people. And Africans from Africa and the African from Europe, we're different. For us, it's very, you don't play with that. Families are involved. You don't do stupid shit like that. Respect the marriage. We respect the families. We pay the dowry, all that stuff. But when you don't have a structure, you become dysfunctional and start doing stupid shit. That's why we see in the Black American community low rate of marriage, single moms, no fathers at home, all this stuff. Because there's no structure. And the men in the community don't control the women. Men in Africa control the woman. Men in Europe or Eastern Europe control the women. Men in Asia control the women. Men in Middle East control the woman. Men in Latino America control the woman. That's why the women don't do stupid shit. Excuse my French. And there's a level of controlling a woman. I'm not saying control a woman like, yeah, you don't go out, you don't do this. No. You do whatever you want. But I mean, when I say control, is that we have a culture, we have a code, we have values, we have morals. And men and women obey those, codes. And we're embarrassing doing crazy stuff because we're embarrassing our parents' name. You see? But if the Black American community start shifting, changing all of that, waiting to be married before caring, and trying to create families, structure, and trying to avoid toxic people, all this stuff you will see in less than one generation. The community is going to be better, way better. And that's the problem with those dating shows. It's only show the bad side of everybody in the community. That's why I want them to bring black women from two-parent household. We have that. And there's a lot of black women in America doing very good, fit, feminine, cook, clean from scratch. Strong families. Why we don't see those women? Why they don't show those women? They only show the worst of the worst. And don't get me wrong, the worst of the worst are always the minority among the community. And that's insane. All the community is being judged by the behavior of the minority in the community. And when it comes to other group of race, they don't do that. They only show the majority of them doing the good. They don't show the minority of them doing bad stuff. We need to understand that. And that's insane. Let's keep pushing, guys.
Hopped over here too. What happened?
Well, my first strike was the height thing. Like, not because you're the height that you are, but you said you were 6 feet and you're not 6 feet. And I'm not trying to be mean, but like, I don't think you're 6 feet. Like, I'm almost eye to eye with you and I'm not that tall. But go ahead.
I mean, I recently got measured at the DMV and
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, what's your name?
My name is Jason.
Jason, how old are you?
I am 28.
And what do you do?
I own a couple marketing firms and I'm a luxury design consultant and I'm a professional drummer as well.
Okay.
So what's the takeaway here, guys? If modern women continue to base their mate selection purely on looks, height, and superficial qualities, they're setting themselves up for failure. The numbers don't lie. Most men are average in height and looks. And if women are ignoring the majority to chase the elite few, then they're gonna find themselves single for a long, long time. The Pop the Balloon show is just a microcosm of the dating world right now. It shows us exactly what's going wrong and why modern women are cooked if they don't change their approach. That's all for today, guys. Drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts in the 80-90 rule and if you agree with what we've talked about today.
Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
My name is Kamina 27. It's just a glitter comment because I love glitter. Like, I was actually going to wear some around my chest, but I just didn't because I didn't have time. But yeah, I love glitter.
Okay, but is he someone that is your type?
Yeah, he's very handsome, well-groomed. I love the way he dressed. The watch is nice. Yeah, he is.
Manosphere, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.
Shout out to Manosphere Highlights Daily for the video. And yeah, we need to change, men and women. We need to do better, right? We need to choose better. And we need to stop complaining because we just have one life, not two, not three. It's only one shot. You feel me? One shot. You need to be intentional with everything you do in life. You're not supposed to be single by yourselves. That's why you need to find someone. You know, change the cycle. If you come from a single parent household, change the cycle. Be the one that is going to be married first and then have kids and then take care of the family. You know what I mean? Be the one. Just have one life, not two, not three, not four. And going out, wasting your time, wasting your younger days, that's not gonna help. You know what I mean? That's not gonna help. And we just need to choose better. I don't like people that complain. Do it. There's a lot of beautiful, kind, well-spoken, well-put-together, well-mannered women out there. And men as well. So you just need to choose better. You know what I mean? And if you see you always having the same type of man, type of woman, and nothing is pretty much works, change your pattern. Change it. It's easy. Change it. Find another type of man, another type of woman. And stop complaining. Because it's your fault. You are the one choosing them. Men and women, I'm talking to you guys. And you see the outcome will be different. And yeah. So, guys, don't forget to subscribe, to like, to comment below. It helps the algorithm. And yeah, subscribe. Give me that energy to keep dropping those videos. And dropping some knowledge, right? So, till next time, check out of you guys. I'm out. Peace.